All right, so what was my biggest winner of the day? Think about it. It starts with 4 letters and rhymes with what I do on the weekends. Race? Anyway, there we go. There's a candle. It's about friggin' time. So this was the follow-up, right? You know, we bought it a bunch of times in this area because it's been taking a sweet, butt time. Here we had a nice trade. It went to 21-ish and then kind of failed. And then today, finally, it cleared 1740, cleared 1770, cleared 1870, went as high as what? 1949. So I'll give you like my quick and dirty on the tier system. I'm not going to use my shares because it's all relatable. All right. So now, you come in today. It looks all tight. It's above the moving averages. What are you thinking? This is getting set up. It's ready to go. Maybe on this day you were in 500 shares trailing it and watching it. Then on this day, you're like, wow, this really looks good. I don't want to miss it if it gaps up. You're in 1,000 shares. Now your 1,000 shares happens to be your tier 1. We heard this song already, didn't we? Anyway, we'll hear it one more time. So now you're in 1,000 shares as of yesterday. So you're right here. You have no idea what's going to happen. All you know is look how damn calculated and tight this is. And you have a bunch of lower highs. You have 21, failed at 1870, failed at 1770, failed at 1740. So now you're right here, above the moving averages. It actually showed some relative strength yesterday while the market was coming in. So it looked ready. So maybe, you're probably in like 500 shares from here. Because I remember buying some, and I said we're going to buy Verse, whatever this was. And then nothing happened there. Stayed in it. So now just here at 1,000. This morning, okay, it was at 1720 on some volume. I talked to the VTF. I'm like, guys, I'm adding here. I've read a lot of people on the VTF were adding. If I went to the scrolled up on the language, I'm like, I'm adding here. Looks like it's ready to go. So now you're at 1,000 shares. You're at 1,500 shares. It happened pretty damn fast. Then you're at 1,500 shares. Then you're at 2,000 shares. Maybe 2,000 shares is your tier 2. Then all of a sudden, I remember put a high in at 1790, if I remember correctly. And I did sell a little bit. Just say I had 1,000, 1,500, 2,000. Okay, it goes to 1790. I'm down to 1,000. It hovers there, shows relative strength, shows that it's real. Through 1790 now, you're buying a lot of it because it's going through the morning high, 1790. Just say you get to 3,000 shares. Now you're at tier 3. Okay, get through 1790. Right into 1870, which should have been resistance. You have 3,000 shares. You go to 2,000 shares. Goes above 19. You're like, holy cow, what a nice move. You go down to 1,500 shares. And you're like, woof, I'm going to take a breath now. I came in with 1,000. I wound up getting up to 1790. I got up to 3,000. It's above 19 and back to 1,500. Now I really don't care what it does. I want to make sure it holds up for the day. I want to see how it closes at the end of the day. And then you sit in a little bit more than you had overnight, but you made cash flow on the breakout. And then that's what that was. And now let's go to the 1 day. You can see it. So let's see how it went. Yeah, so this was the gap up. Gapped up, went through 1740, went through 1770, pulled in. Actually, no. It was 17, right? 1794, okay. So that's what I remember. So I was buying 1740s, buying 1770s. They sold a little bit. Pulled in. Sometimes you have these big flashes and there's not a lot of volume and you're not sure if it's going to work. So pulled in. So at 940, and it did that, I think, when the market was pulling in right around 1790. I'm like, I'm going after this thing. So I started buying 1790s. I don't even know how many I got. I might have had tier 3.5. And then it did a quick move to, how high did it go? It got as high as 1836, and then I'm selling like 1810s, 1815s, 1820s, 1825s. Then I'm still in like, now my tier 2.5, pulls in, holds the prior high here. Then it went to like, where'd it go? It went to like 1860, sold a little bit. Now if you like back to 2000, then all of a sudden by 10 o'clock, which is not a lot of time, it's at 19. And that's when I tweeted, I'm like, guys, if you use a tier system and you had it overnight and you added through 1740 to 1770, now it's at 19, you sell some, book some money, feel good, and then hold some for the rest of the day. And then it pulled in a little bit and wound up, consolidating and never really broke, right? Never broke this area, held higher, and closed well. So now you shouldn't be in more than you had intraday, but I would be in more than you had overnight because the trade turned on. So this is my tier system price action lesson for space. You can apply that in lots of different places. But this is something I've been focusing on, so I know it very well.